Welcome to my first and potentially only vlog video. Today we're going to be looking at cables, heading outside, which makes me poorly because of the cold, and then cleaning out a computer, all while I'm showing you my YouTube setup. Stay tuned. Good day YouTube. I've been meaning to make this video for quite a while, but unfortunately real life commitments have prevented me from doing so. I was actually supposed to be heading out to help somebody today, a customer. Because of the weather, that's no longer going to be happening. Let me just show you this for a moment. What we call in the UK, basically a gale force blizzard taking place. So what we're going to be doing then is showing you the YouTube setup that I am working with at the moment. And I don't normally do real life vlog type videos such as this one. That said, if you do want to see more videos like this, please let me know in the comment section, and maybe I can go ahead and purchase some proper camera equipment to make these kind of videos going forward. Welcome to the front room of our house then, guys, and this computer here is actually what my wife uses. It's nothing to do with my YouTube channel. I don't use it to watch videos or record videos or anything like that. But the setup still starts in this room because this is where the internet comes into our property. So I've got the router set up here, and I don't claim to be an expert networker by any stretch of the imagination. So by all means, you know, you probably know more than I do, that's absolutely fine. But this is the best job I could do at getting internet over into my garage area. And I'm quite happy with the result actually, it works quite well. And this cable here is a category 6 Ethernet cable. Category 6 is basically used for outdoor as well as indoor use. It's quite shielded against the elements, which is helpful. And I've drilled a hole in the door, so yes, it does get very cold in this room thanks to the breeze always coming in. We're going to have to open the door now. The cable goes outside here, and here we are outside. And yes, I know it's not the most professional job, but I pretty much had to do this by myself. So the cable goes around the side there, and I can't actually show you around the side because we had to sneak into the neighbour's garden in order to do that, but shh, they don't know about that. Whoa, look at those icicles, that's insane. And you probably can't see this, but the cable itself is actually frozen in the icicles. Oh, I'm glad that hasn't affected the network usage. Those category 6 cables are quite rigid and sturdy, aren't they? Anyway, it comes along here. Again, more professional work along the fence, just kind of tacked on. I've had this set up for about 6 months now, and it still hasn't come down, this cable, so it's doing the job. And then there it is on the side of the garage building, which is where I do my YouTube work, and we'll just head on inside. And this place is an utter disaster, but fortunately my lovely wife has kindly offered to help me tidy, so we'll get on with that, and I'll be right back with you. Okay, so it's actually been a couple of days now since we had a bash at tidying this place, and it's looking somewhat respectable. It's not perfect, still got more to do, and I need to mop the floor at some point. However, I've also come down with some bit of a nasty bug as well, to tell you the truth, probably blaming the cold weather for that one. So sore throat and just general feverish symptoms which aren't being pleasant. But actually getting back to business, so this is the main monitor that I use in the corner here. It's an Asus monitor, and it's 1440p resolution, and I get on with it quite well actually, I do like it. I picked this one up at Amazon as part of a warehouse deal, so it's about £150 off the otherwise as new price. And I've got a second cheap monitor over here, and I pretty much just use this when live streaming in order to be able to check up on chat and what have you, since I've usually got my game playing in full screen on my main monitor over here. And you can also see the microphone I'm using here, which is the Blue Yeti mic. I've had this for about 3 to 4 years. And if you want to see how this sounded when I first got it, then check out my Final Fantasy VII walkthrough, the part 50, the final part of that walkthrough. It was the first video I actually used this microphone in, and I had not got it set up right at all. I was just using out the box settings, and it sounded absolutely awful. So you do need to adjust that mic, but when you do, as you can hear, it sounds absolutely fine. So the next part of my setup involves this product. Okay, so a lot of time people do ask me what it is that I use to record and to stream the screen. So this is the item that I use. It's the Game Capture HD 60 Pro. It's a product I've been using for about 18 months. and I would recommend it. It is a good item. It's a little bit expensive, but this particular model does let you record in full HD at 60 frames per second. A lot of the earlier and cheaper models around the same time frame that this came out would only let you record or stream up to 30 frames per second. That said, it is an internal capture device, so your computer does have to be turned on if you want to use whatever's connected to it, such as your PlayStation 4 or other console or whatever the case may be. But the good thing about this one is I actually use it as well when recording or streaming my PC games, not just the console games. So I can actually connect this to my graphics card using a HDMI lead on the outside, since if you're using software recording such as Fraps or the software recording features in OBS or whatever the case may be, you're going to be using a lot of system resources on the recording, and that's going to bring you a lower FPS in game. With hardware capture, you do actually manage to avoid that, so this is good not only for consoles but for PC gaming as well. I was just about to explain my computer specs to you, but as I opened the thing up, I realised how disgusting it was inside. So I need to take this thing out and give it a good blast before we continue. You know, I usually blast our computers out with air, just get the dust out every few months or so, and it keeps them running smoothly for longer, at least in my experience. So now that things are looking more respectable, let's have a look inside. So this computer was built around 2015-2016 using the latest gen hardware at the time. So that's including a GeForce GTX 980 Ti graphics card and a Intel 5820K processor. And there's the Elgato Gaming HD capture device. And I've also got 16GB of DDR RAM, along with a whole bunch of storage and 2 SSDs in RAID 0 mode. So the storage is used mostly for all my YouTube videos, but my Steam library as well. And finally, in the corner of the room, we have the PS4, which is what I use to play and record and stream PS4 games, obviously. And this is also connected to the Elgato hardware device. And that's it. That brings us pretty much to the end of this first vlog style episode. So thanks for sticking with me through it, especially because the last couple of days I've been a little bit under the weather, had this cold, I've been sneezing, bit of a sore throat which I've got at the moment, and swollen glands. It's not been pleasant, but I did want to get this video out since I know a few of you have been waiting for it patiently. If you want to see more videos like this, more vlog content, please let me know. If you've got any advice, then please do share it with me and I can bear that in mind going forward. I'm always trying to bring the best content I can to you guys, so I do want to carry on doing that as we go on with more videos, more gameplays and everything else in the future. Now I know that some of my viewers also have their own YouTube channels, and so please do share in the comments if you do what kind of setup you're using and how you're recording and making your videos, how you're streaming, etc. But anyway folks, again I hope this has been enlightening for you. Thank you ever so much for stopping by and joining me today, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.